Just a little elaborate more on the last video. I was talking about having a job, setting a budget aside, and if that budget that you desire did not meet in realistic times, then get two jobs because image is everything. And that's what this clip is about. That's why I got a picture of Rihanna on here. It's for a reason. I think it's a good picture of her. One of my favorite pictures of her. But in this topic, image is everything because there is no artist development in this era no more. I learned from the last era of artists and development and taking courses and going to venues and learning from trials and errors. Now, you take a look at yourself in the mirror and you finally figure out who you are by being yourself. There's some things you need to correct. There's some things you need to edify. There's some things that you need to fix because cleanliness is next to godliness. Period. So you coming out the house after posting all your little clips, showing like how great you are in your lyrics or whatever, but your gear is not looking right. Your teeth not looking right. Your nails is dirty. We in the era now where we can see you on demand, and that's going to be part of the game. That's part of your branding. So even at their worst, they are at their best. Why? Because they keep up with themselves. Clear skin, teeth whitened, going to the gym, staying tone, reading books, communicating with their friends and family. And there's those parts a lot of artists lack on. They think it's just the lyrics, a music video, and some special effects, and maybe somebody gonna sign me. But your image is not looking right. And we all know that you ain't got money. So we need to stop with the trying to go broke, trying to look like Weezy and Jay-Z and all those type of people. In order to be yourself, live it by your means, but learn to be unique and learn to stand out. Cause they know you ain't got no money like that. If you had money like that, you wouldn't be coming up to them seeking business from them. And that's why it's important. Your brand is the most important thing. One of the most, in my opinion, the most important thing in this business. I've been to venues where there be some cats coming there about to do a interview, and they clothes is wrinkly, but it got a Mary and Gucci and all that foolishness on there. As long as it got a brand on there, they all right. But the clothes be wrinkled. The scent smell like fried foods or overwhelming cheap cologne. There's a cheap haircut involved. So they're not taking their brand seriously, but you expect somebody, an entity, to loan you some money to make a dope project to half-ass do because you half-assing your brand. It's not going to happen. Period. And there are places you don't have to go to Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, and all that expensive places to go get these things done. These places are available right to you. In fact, you can order those things on the internet. But I would seek professional advice first before even purchasing those items. So you need to find a dermatologist. If your skin is not clear, you need to invest in a dermatologist. If your teeth isn't white and they yellow as a school bus, my nigga, you need to invest in a dentist to whiten your teeth and keep a diet to prevent your teeth to be yellow because now you have to make a sacrifice and people ain't trying to do that. How can I take your brand seriously if you look dirty? And I always took that advice from Pop. When you in this game, cater to the women. Look how Rihanna look in this picture. She look cold, cold as a mother. You think she gonna listen what you gotta say, and your breath smelling all type of funky ways, and your clothes ain't matching. You looking all type of crazy like you hang out drinking 40s. Even women or women that you grew up with kept discipline on cleanliness. And it wasn't just to impress others, it was self-care to themselves. So you have to take those steps and take that seriously with your brand. If you want to get sponsorship, if you like to be an ambassador to get free clothes or help to bring more income to your brand, these are the things you have to do. Because there's no artist in development. There's nobody telling these young dudes about that. They more worried about how many guns and backwoods they can put in the video. Well, they look dirty. And you post that on Instagram, you see them in the comments. There's people waiting to troll you about anything. So you got to be on point. I'm not going to be too long-winded. It's self-explanatory. But that's one of the key methods in the entertainment or industry, whatever you finna do. Whether you playing in the NBA, you got to invest in yourself. You still got to get a job to eat healthy, buy the right tennis shoes and clothes to work out and practice in. That costs money. So when the scouts is checking them out, that product is healthy. It's flesh peddling at the end of the day, and I'm not gonna get too deep at that. But when the scouts check them out, they see profit, they see longevity in that brand. So it doesn't matter what angle it is. And that's all I have to say, man. This video isn't too long-winded. It's just a more depth what I know, what these record labels going to tell you, or if they not going to tell you on how to take your brand seriously. And go listen to your favorite artists, because the ones that are successful, not the ones that just there to be there. Because some of them be talking real stuff. That's why I don't have to make videos like that. But people ask me to do that.